What's up, guys? DLBDAILY here, and today is arm day, guns. What did you call them?
Muscle cannons.
Muscle cannon, the Python workout. So today is arms, and this is one sample from my site, DLBDAILY.com, the DLB Daily. I post workouts every single day. This is a sample arm day from this week's workout. So follow along. If you enjoy the video, you enjoy the training, come join me on my site, DLBDAILY.com. So let's get to it. Let's grow some guns. Go! So I like to warm up with just some simple band work. Just grab a band, any size band, and then just do a couple bicep curls, couple single extensions. You could probably even do that with double overhead extension, but warm up your biceps because we are starting off hard. I would normally not start off this hard, but I don't care about anything. Yes, I do. I care about gains. That's why we're here. So we're starting off at the cable machine, super easy. I've always loved training arms in a superset, back to back. One, because it saves time. Actually, mostly because it saves time. That's generally mostly why I set things together. And you'll get a really, really good pump. So big thing, we're gonna be doing biceps and triceps superset together. Try to say biceps and triceps. Oh my God, we're gonna do bicep, tricep supersets. And this one, so we're gonna do two just regular sets, 10 to 12 reps to get yourself ready. And we're doing two triple drop sets. So that we're going 10, and then you're dropping the weight, and then 8, drop the weight, and then 8 more, drop the weight, and 8 more. Starting off hard. So we're pretty exhausted the rest of the workout. You're not gonna need that much weight. So a very, very simple exercise. You just need, I prefer an easy bar. I just really like the hand placement for this, but I don't have an easy bar attachment. So we're just gonna do straight bar, cable bicep curls with straight bar tricep push down. So a couple key things here with your bicep curl is I like to I actually flare my lats a little bit, but then I lock my elbows kind of in place. So the thing when I lift, and I think I do this subconsciously, but I'm always kind of like flared. So like on lateral raises, flared. On chest press, flared. Because it kind of like helps stabilize everything and get you in check. Elbows are gonna be pretty much pinned to your side. And then I don't go all the way down. So here I am completely relaxed. So I come all the way up, and then I generally will stop maybe at 90 or a little bit below 90. But I generally don't go all the way down because I like to keep a little constant tension on it, which that's why I also really love a cable, because you will always have a little bit of tension instead of having like dumbbells, which you lose complete tension at the very bottom and at the very, very top. So just a simple bicep curl, pin those elbows right next to you, and you're just curling the weight up. All right, second exercise, cable tricep push downs. Big thing here, just like the bicep curl, is I want to keep those elbows kind of pinned to my sides. They're not moving. It's not as big of a movement. I like to start at 90, and then you're just pushing straight down. And then when I come up, I pretty much stop at 90 again. Instead of letting that weight come up, I stop here, because here I like pretty much lost tension completely. So here I have tension on the whole time, and then I'm just pushing straight down. 90 and down. and then keep those elbows, like your elbows shouldn't be flared out like here. Since we're doing a straight bar. Now there's other variances where your elbows will flare out, maybe with like a rope, but we're just doing push down. So keep those elbows nice and tucked and you're pushing straight down. So we have 2 regular sets, 10 to 12 reps. First set, obviously, like get you acclimated to the weight, try to bump up in weight, and by the third set, that first 10, I want you failing by 10. So then you drop maybe by 2 plates. So if you don't really know, so a drop set is just a form of going to complete failure. So we're starting off really strong and going to complete failure on our first 2 exercises. So if I'm at 100 and I do 10 reps with 100, I'm gonna probably drop maybe to like 80, try to get 8 more. And it all depends on how many. If you're struggling to get that 8, then you know, okay, I need to drop maybe a little bit more next time. Maybe I go 100, then 70, and then I go 8 more, and then I drop. So I go 70, then 50, and then 50, then 30. I usually like to skip like a plate or 2. Not big drastic ones, but like a plate or 2. But it's gonna be completely up to your muscular endurance. So like, volume training is what I've been doing my entire life. So if you haven't done a ton of volume, you might have to like take bigger jumps or bigger drops, that is, if your muscles aren't used to doing that amount of volume. So I feel like I recover pretty quickly. So that short little break, I can kind of like recover real quick, but you're going as fast as possible. So 10, drop 8, drop 8, drop 8. Yeah, that's me. Triple drop sets. Next 2 supersets, we are going to need an easy bar and your body. Well, you kind of need your body for everything, but these 2 supersets, we are going to focus on tempo. So tempo is going to be on the eccentric. So for instance, our easy bar bicep curls, our rep range is going to be around a 6 to 8. So that's pretty heavy. So you need something that you'll be able to do 6 to 8, but just remember that we're going to be focusing on tempo. So we're going to come up for like a 1 count up and then a 3-second count down. So you go up, 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1. So focusing on that negative is one, it's proven to help hypertrophy, help strength, and if you start incorporating more negatives, you'll get stronger in those actual lifts. So our bicep curl with the easy bar, I love a good easy bar. I wish everything was made into an easy bar. The placement of hands, I do about shoulder width, maybe slightly wider. But again, that will all come up to preference of you. I like to go a little bit wider, closer in, just feels a little weird for me. So we're going a wide easy bar curl with a 3-second negative, 6 to 8 reps. So you're going up 1, 3-second down. So up 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So just like I talked about at the cable, keep those elbows pinned to your side and try not to do any of this motion. So if you notice that you're really like hinging and kind of using more body parts than you should, This is an isolation. So an isolation movement, you shouldn't be using a whole lot of other body parts. So if you're a swinger or you're doing one of these like heave-ho things, drop a little weight off and let's concentrate on getting good concentrated curls. After we do our 6 to 8 reps there with our eccentric, 3-second eccentric, I'm gonna first show you our elbow push-ups. You can try this. If you can't do these, you'll just do a close grip or diamond push-up. So you'll be in a plank, or you could actually probably start here so you know where to put your hands or where to put your feet. And all we're going to be doing is extending our elbows up. So now we're in like a high plank. And then our eccentric, so it goes 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up. So those will get pretty hard. Now, give that a try. This is more, it's a harder-ish exercise. So if you are unable to do the elbow push-ups, you're just going to go to a diamond push-up or a close grip push-up. So diamond push-up is when your thumbs and your pointed fingers touch, creating a diamond, and you'll do the same exact thing. So you go 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up. If that's hard, then you'll switch to the next easiest, which would be just like a narrow grip push-up. So narrow grip push-up, elbows will be coming straight out, straight back. So diamond, you notice my elbows were out. Close grip push-up, keep those elbows tucked right to your side. So you go 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1, up. So elbow push-up, hardest version of what we're doing. Next down the road, so next scaled would probably be the diamond, and then the next scale would be close grip or narrow push-up, narrow grip push-up, I don't know, close grip push-up. So you choose depending on your ability. You could maybe even start with the harder one, and when you fatigue, because we're doing 8 to 10 reps of this, when you fatigue, maybe you switch to one of the other ones. The world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. All right, now we're doing something I don't think we have done with DLB Daily yet, but we're doing just negatives on this first exercise. So we're doing single arm preacher curl, 6-second negative. So I want you to actually overload the eccentric part. So concentric, this is concentric. When you come up, concentric is like when you're contracting, whoa, words. Contraction, relaxation is the eccentric. So we're gonna overload the eccentric part, so the lowering. Everybody is stronger in the eccentric. So a lot of times, like think of a bench press, you might be able to bench press 225. But I bet you I could throw like 250 and really slowly lower it. But I wouldn't be able to press that up because I'm stronger on the eccentric. So when you're bench pressing or bicep curling, you're stronger on the way down. So we're gonna actually go to failure, well not even failure, you're gonna actually work just the eccentric, which will then make you stronger, better hypertrophy. Because when you're lifting, the concentric thing is what fails first. When you could actually keep going, which is another form of what you can do, which is forced reps. So if I fail, I can have a partner help me up and then eccentric down. But we're gonna do strictly 6-second negative preacher curls. So you're gonna go heavier than you usually do on just a regular preacher curl. So whatever that is, I'm not gonna show you with a whole lot yet. So you're gonna go, let's say 30% heavier. Start there, 30% heavier than you normally do. And we're not actually gonna even do the concentric. You're gonna help yourself up, and then you're gonna go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help yourself up. 6, 5, 4. So every rep is only going to be the negative. So you're going to go heavier than normal, 6 seconds on the eccentric. 5 to 6 reps of 6-second negatives. Obviously, I can do a lot more than this. So on your preacher bench, what I like to do is make sure that everything is lined up. So if your elbow is like out to the side, make sure it's lined up with your shoulder. So everything from your hand to the dumbbell to your elbow to your shoulder is in line. We're gonna concentrate here. So we go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the bottom, you can help yourself up, or even if you have a partner, and it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way till you get 5 to 6 reps. So you'll do that on both sides. All right, second exercise. We're gonna grab 2 dumbbells. You can also do this 1 arm at a time if you prefer, since we just did single arm. So either or, single arm or 2 arms at one time. We're doing overhead extensions or skull crushers, whatever you want to call them. I feel like everyone calls this whatever, like so many different things, but it's just an overhead tricep extension. So you're just coming down, back behind your head, and then extending up. Now the one thing I like to do is I turn the weights out. So instead of just keeping them straight, I like to just kind of like flick my wrist out just a little bit. Now, biggest thing here is the angle of my elbows. So you don't want to end up with the weights stacked over. So anytime you have the weight stacked over your wrist, stacked over your elbow, stacked over your shoulder. So if I was right here, I've completely lost tension. So our start position is already gonna be angled back behind our head. So because the weight is behind you, it wants to pull you this way, so in turn you need to go against it. So at some point there will be more contraction here than no contraction here. So your start position will be back behind you. Elbows, try to keep them as forward as much as you possibly can. I know for me, sometimes my elbows will go out a little bit, but I try to concentrate on keeping them forward. And then when I come up, I'm gonna kind of just rotate my wrists out or externally rotate your wrists so that my pinkies point out. I just like this little extra, instead of just going here, that little twist will get a little bit, for me, I just feel a little bit more contraction in my tricep. So overhead, back behind you. You wanna be pretty high up on the incline. So already starting back, angle your arms back, drop your elbows, try to keep those elbows straight forward. As you come up, I just flick my wrist out just a little bit. If you want to do 1 arm at a time, a lot of times I'll just like kind of even hold this elbow in place. This is really lightweight, so I feel like I don't really have to hold it in place. And you can do 1 arm at a time. A lot of times I get weirded out when I do a single, like if I do just single arm bicep curl. I feel like the next exercise has to be single arm. So your choice. You can do single arm or both arms at the same time. Biggest thing is keeping that angle of your arms backwards. All right, last two supersets. We are, I don't even know if I'm gonna pronunciate this right. Zotman curls. I always thought it was Zotman, but there's no O. I thought it was Z-O-T-T-O, man. But everywhere it says Zotman, Z-O-T-T-M-A-N. Anyway, it's basically like a reverse curl. But Zotman, you're gonna start off in a regular curl and then you're gonna switch to a reverse curl, because you can obviously do a regular curl heavier than a reverse curl. So the reverse curl, you're gonna get a little bit forearm action, which forearm, it's not bad to have some good forearms, because anytime you're doing like deadlifts where you need like grip strength, a lot of that comes from forearms. So it's just a different variation and targets different parts of your bicep. We're doing Zotman curls. So you're going to, you can do this standing. You can also do it seated on a slight incline bench, whatever you prefer. We're just gonna stand. So you grab your dumbbells. We're gonna curl up. So you regular curl up. You're gonna flip them around so that your palms are facing down. And then we're gonna do a 2 to 3 second negative tempo down. And then you curl up, switch, 3, 2, 1. So tempos on the Zotman, whatever you wanna call it, curl, that curl where you do the old reverse grip. The second exercise, now I am going to do it on the cable because I like it. However, if you don't have the option like I do, no one here to kick me off my, I could superset every single exercise in here if I wanted to. Get off my machines, scram. So you can do dumbbells. I just prefer a cable but we're gonna do a reverse, I guess it's not even reverse, you're just gonna do a different grip. So you're kind of doing that same grip that you did with the Zotman. And we're gonna have our palms facing forward we're gonna do kickbacks. So you can do either one arm at a time. Sometimes it's nice to just concentrate on one side. If you're doing dumbbells, I like to do 2 at once, but when we're on the cable, I'm only gonna do 1 arm at a time. But if we're bent over, so bent your knees, nice flat back, palms are gonna face forward, start at like your 90 degree, and then elbows will be back and at your sides. So then as you kick back, you're just kicking back straight and then bring them back forward. So normally, like most people probably have them in like a neutral grip, which is great, but we already kind of did that neutral grip with our last exercise. So I wanted to kind of switch the way you were holding the weight, switch your grip up a little bit, target different parts of your tricep. So we're gonna do a supinated grip. All right, if you're able to steal a cable and steal some dumbbells, come on over to the cable machine. I'm gonna be doing it 1 arm at a time. I just prefer it, and I like the way the cable feels just on extension or tricep kickbacks anyway. So bent over, elbow kind of at 90, keep it tucked at your side, palm facing forward, and kick that arm straight back. And then again, today's focus is mostly on tempo. So up fast or contract fast, contraction fast, and then 3, 2, 1, back to start. Up, 3, 2, 1, back to start. 3, 2, 1. Anytime you slow your reps down, it just helps you concentrate on the actual contraction instead of just like ripping through. So slow the reps down, good, concise, contract, and slow. So. Alright guys, that is the workout. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe so you never miss another video from me. And if you enjoyed the workout and you want more, and you want daily training from me every single day of the week, let me do all the work for you. So all you have to do is show up at the gym. I will write your workouts, you follow along, and you do the work. So come join me on the DLB Daily, DalenBailey.com. It's $7 a month. Right now we are doing the first 7 days for free. So you can come, try it out, see what DLB Daily can do for you in the gains world. So until next time, I gotta go get my pump selfie. See you guys.